am going to put the ink on there and literally spin it and see what the heck happens. I don't know if it's going to work very well. And here I'm going to have to be putting the inks on that edge and either letting them flow or adding onto it with the isopropyl alcohol. You need some sort of product for blending. So we've got a few things going on. We shall test some stuff and play. Is it going to work? I don't know. Am I going to like it? I don't know. Is it going to be fun to experiment? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So what do we got? We've got a few for the cup. You were just getting ready for bed. Sorry, Joanne. All right, let's just sit you guys up a bit better. There we are. And colours. I like these shimmers, actually. They're really pretty. So I might start with the shimmer and the navy and the gold. Let's do that. So 3 colours to start with. The shimmer, what is that? Oh, magenta, of course. Of course I picked that up first. Shimmer, magenta, the plain navy, and the gold. Let's try this. Let's put some colour on here and spin it and see what's going to happen. I have no idea. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I don't know if it's going to look very decent. I'll start with just a little drizzle. And let's spin that and see if we get some interaction and movement. And it's going all the way down the handle. I've placed that well, haven't I? Okay, interesting, interesting. Now, because I didn't put any solution under that, it's only gone a little distance. Let's put a little bit of solution with it and see what goes on there. Am I in Brisbane? Yes, I am. Hi, Anne. So let's we'll just do a little spray, and that will activate it all again and give it a spin. So I don't expect this to do a great deal because gravity is pulling it down. As much as I'm spinning out at the same time, it doesn't really have that far to travel. It's interesting though. Oh, it's actually very pretty. Oh, I like that. All right, let's put a little bit of the navy on and see what that does. I'm not expecting great things from this. I'm expecting just a little bit of interest, and the navy has stuck itself. Bugger. All right, putting the navy down. Not using that one right now. The nozzles come undone. Oh, can I get it off? Nope, can't. Okay, I shall go with instead. Let's go with sapphire. Sometimes they do that, and I just need to get a. Oh, we're turning purple now. I like this. I just need to get a pair of pliers onto that. So let's add that on. Give that a spin. It's making it move down faster, but beyond that, not a great deal is happening just yet. And that's okay. This is all very much a what would happen if, and we'll give it a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol. We've got some more motion going on. Not doing a great deal, doing a little bit, not doing a lot. Yeah, that's okay. Now, when you're using alcohol inks, safety, ventilate well. Always ventilate well. Now, I have a very well ventilated space. You may also like to use a respirator, just in case, up to you. Some people are definitely more sensitive than others. Okay, so it's just making it move faster. That's all we've got going on, really. And I'll add in a bit more of this. Of course, it's spreading everywhere on the top. I will go ahead and, oh, that's pretty. I'll go ahead and use a tissue on that shortly to settle it down. Okay. So we've got gravity in there. We've got motion. The isopropyl alcohol is helping it move around. I am enjoying what the colours are doing. I think it's actually really pretty. A bit more of the pink over this side. Now, as always with alcohol inks, the isopropyl alcohol is what helps it move. You can put it on first as a puddle and then put your ink on it, on top of it. You can put it on after you've put your ink down. You can blow with a straw or the world's smallest blowing, I've forgotten what it's called. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Or you can use a heat gun, or you can use breath. If you are using breath, do be careful, because this can have a level of toxicity to it, and you don't really want to be breathing it in. Okay, that's fascinating. That is fascinating. I am loving what's going on there. I need a bit more pink around this side. So the biggest thing I'm finding is good with doing this is it's a lot easier for me to turn it around and manipulate where I'm up to and make patterns occur. So that might be a benefit from spinning. Let's give it a spin, see if we get anything more happening. I'm expecting the gold to move down a bit more now that we've got some motion in there. Let's have a look. Not a lot. And let's do the spray. I like what's happening. I like what's going on. I like colours, I like the interactions, but it's not doing a whole heap. Let's give it another spin. And again, it's just helping things move, which is what you expect from spinning. So it makes sense, it's interesting, it's not fascinating, but I'm enjoying it. I quite like this. I quite like a lot about this. So I'm doing this purely from a decorative perspective. If you were doing this as something to use to drink from, you would either tape over the mouthpiece for safety so that people aren't eating the inks, because that would be unpleasant. You don't want that. Or you would be using a dishwasher safe or food safe resin or Mod Podge or something like that. So, you know, safety. I like what's going on. I'm curious. I'm not amazed. It's enjoyable. It's okay. It's a bit of fun. All right. So, attempt number 1. We've played with the cup. We've added inks. We've spun it out. And what has it done? It has spread the ink around. So, being horizontal, the spread, I like the colours. I like what's going on with it. The spread of it may not be as effective as what it would be on a flat surface. So, let's do a flat surface next. Just going to mop up a little bit of this, get it out the way. And you can see there I've gotten this from IKEA. I get a bit of stuff from there. It's a good place to shop for things to play with and pour on and stuff. I actually got the cake spinner from IKEA as well. Your arm was from Brisbane. No, nice. Brisbane's a big city. Sorry, I don't know. All right, so give that a little clean up. This could be good for, because I haven't done anything about making it food safe, it could be good for pens, it could be good for a little storage thing. Let's lift it up. It's cute. It's cute. I don't mind. So for those who are watching on YouTube Live, I'm doing the YouTube more as an experiment today. And this is purely play. I have no plan for what I'm doing. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Some of this is going to be better, some of it will be worse. It is purely the thought of what would happen if I went ahead and spun Inkwork. So that's what we're doing. We're just having a little play with spinning. So let's do a flat surface and see what that does, because I feel like after that experiment, a flat surface might be better. So I'll just grab out a piece of Yupo paper. Yupo paper or Nara paper is designed specifically for alcohol inks. What it is, the surface of the paper is not reflective, non-absorbent. So when you put the ink on there, it doesn't go straight into the paper and then get absorbed. It's got the ability to travel and move, which is why ceramic can be good to work with as well. But let's just pop a little bit in the center and let's give that a spin. I don't think I've got enough on there for it to move very far yet. Not really. Not really. Let's put a bit more on there and put the gold as well, and let's see what that does. Very much play and experiment at the minute. My brain just went, what would happen if? And that's why we're here. What is going on? So we've got a little bit of spread, nice little puddle. Let's give it a spin. What's that going to do? Ooh, it's got some motion. This is kind of cool. Yeah, horizontal is definitely better than vertical. I don't mind that. Oh, and I want to blow it. Where's my straw? Where's my straw gone? I want to Ah, pretty, 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 pretty. A little bit of motion, a little bit of movement. I like that. However, if you want to, the colours have just come up so nice. It's like a little ocean or coral piece or something. So, am I going to do anything more to it, or am I going to stop there? Because I keep looking at it going, it's just pretty. So I'll bring that over a bit closer. You can see a bit better how the colours have come through. There's just like this little pearlescent kind of colouring going on. I am gonna put some. The idea of today is not to say I want this or I want that. It's what happens if. So now I've added some blending solution, the isopropyl alcohol. Let's give it another spin and see what happens if I do that. I feel like it's looking like a dress or something now. So it was looking a bit like coral, and now we've got something else going on. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I want a lot more of the isopropyl alcohol and some more ink in the middle and give it another spin. And I think that will bring it out to be something really cool. So, putting it on dry, it moved, but not brilliantly. I'm just going to grab another bottle of that. One moment. I'm almost out in that one, so let's get some more. Alright, so putting it on there without anything for it to sit on, as I was saying earlier, it will kind of get absorbed into it unless it sits on top of the blending solution, in this case isopropyl alcohol, so that it's got some ability to have some movement. This is looking fascinating. Okay, I am really curious and keen to see what's going to happen when we spin now. I love the colours. So pretty. Let's give it a spin. Do, 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 do. This has got me absolutely fascinated. That's much more interesting. Much more interesting. Okay. So as you blow the alcohol ink around, it sort of dries with the motion, if that makes sense. So it's becoming a little more solid and stuck. It'll hit that point where blowing will be able to do nothing because it's dry enough. I like what's happening. Okay, so spinning, spread it out and made it rather interesting, and rather pretty. I rather enjoyed that, and the blowing's just enhanced it. I like that. I like that. So, experiment number 2 is horizontal is better from what we've done so far, unless you like the gravity drip type thing, which you might be into that. So this is better, and having something for it to sit on and move is also better. So what I'm going to do now is grab out. That's so pretty. It looks like an absolute mermaid tail or something in there. Yeah, it looks cool. Now we're going to get out one of these, one of the discs, because I know they work well with alcohol ink because the surface is not porous, so things are going to sit on top and enable it to move better. What I'll do with this one is actually use some Floetrol. So let me just grab out some of that, and I'll put that down, put the ink on top of the Floetrol, and then spin and see what happens. And then we can try something else. So it's very much just a what would happen if, and what about, and for whatever reason, I'm playing, and I thought I'd just show you guys. So one question I had from somebody earlier today or yesterday, I think, was how do you know what to do with alcohol ink or acrylic ink? Which one is better, and what can you do with them? And this is not something I've done before. I have not actually taken alcohol ink like this and experimented and spun it out, and I'm finding that there are certain portions of it I do like and certain portions I don't like, and it's all very much oh, that was amazing. Yeah, wow, I'm just holding right there because that's so cool. That is so cool. Okay, so using a base of some sort definitely helps it move better. Wowee, that went nuts. That's so cool. Okay, so and I was saying to this person, just experiment, get a few things and try it out. You don't have to know exactly what you're doing in order to end up creating really cool effects, as I just as just happened right there. So that first drop, that was so cool. And what it is the alcohol ink is actually reacting against the Floetrol, because the Floetrol is a water-based product and the alcohol ink is not. And because they're reacting against each other, we're getting a lot of motion go on. That was so awesome. All right. The Floetrol has been spread completely. All of that is now dry ink. So let's put a little more Floetrol on top. Okay. Now we've got a bit of almost mud now. Interesting effect. Yep, it's kind of just really blended, hasn't it? Let's give it a spin. I'm going to move these out of the way because this is going to go everywhere. Everywhere. Let's give it a go. Yep, it's gone. I did somewhat expect that, but gosh, that's pretty. It is still really pretty. I like what's happened. More spinning. I like that the alcohol ink interacted so severely. Like, that was a severe reaction with the Floetrol and moved it so much out, because now this is just so pretty. It's just so pretty. And I just want to get rid of some of that at the edge. I feel like it's too much. This is gorgeous. It's just delicate, isn't it? Give it another spin and help that spread a little more. Maybe get that out to the edges. Ah, I like that. I like what's happened there. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, what happens if you put it on paint? Let's do that. Let's get some paint and let's put some paint down and then throw a little bit of the alcohol ink on top and see what happens. I often use alcohol inks when I'm doing, where's the cup of Floetrol? There. And I need some white. White will be good. There we are. Grab a little bit of white paint, mix that up real quick, just stick it on top and see what happens. So when I'm doing swipes especially, I really enjoy putting a little bit of ink on top because it does disperse and interact. And really causes some really cool reactions inside what I'm doing. So you don't necessarily have to have a smooth finish if you don't want to. You can have something a little more textured and a little more interactive and a little more, I don't know if aggressive is the right word, maybe, I don't know. I guess same reaction on a canvas being not so smooth. It's more that the canvas will absorb stuff, but let's try that in a minute. I like that. Let's give it a go. So this is too thick, a little bit more Floetrol. So mix this up just a little bit to make it a little runny, just a light surface, and then let's see what happens. So what things can you do with inks? Lots! You can do lots of things. And it doesn't have to be in any particular way. You can do it in a variety of ways. And like some of what I've done here really isn't that pretty, but the idea and the concept is really cool. And if you wanted to work on that and turn it into some other idea or concept, you can do that. Like the cup, I don't love it. I don't love it. The colours are great, but it hasn't really worked for me. And that's okay. It doesn't have to every time. I'm allowed to learn and experiment, and so are you guys. It's totally okay to go, I don't know what's going to happen here, and let's play. As you guys saw me last week, I did a whole heap of testing of moving paint on a piece of cardboard. It was just on cardboard because I was like, I just want to test. I don't want to be spending a lot of money on things and worrying about whether or not I'm going to use them. And I'm going to end up using the cardboard anyway because it's turned out really pretty. So that's what I did last week. And I was just playing with motion and movement and seeing how the paint would react. I love this piece. I'm going to be making leaves for a dream catcher, mobile or something. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I will be playing with that, and I'll be doing something with it. But, you know, test, have a play. Don't go crazy and use up a whole heap of product. Just use a little bit, give it a go, and see what you like, and then give it a go on something else. Totally okay to do that. Need to drop the ink on top of an already spinning item too. Okay, let's do that now. Let's do that now. Oh, now you're making life tricky. Okay, let's give it a spin. Oh, that's I spun too quickly. Let's put a little bit on, and then it's pretty. And then I will spin and drop while spinning. That's pretty. I like this better than what happened with just the Floetrol. I like this a lot better. I think this is a lot prettier. Okay, spin. Oh, and I squished too hard. That's okay. Doesn't matter. We're playing. What's going to happen? Oh. Yes, interesting. Not so much. But it looks a little bit like the ocean. Let's give it another spin. See if we can get that moving a bit more. The other thing I need to do sometime soon is a pendulum swing. I'm so keen. I like this. I like it a lot. We've got dendrites going on. We've got fractals over here. The gold is kind of just splurked. That's a word, isn't it? Splurk? Sure, it's a word. But that's cool. Interesting. 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 I'm gonna get my straw. Give it a little blow. Very different effect. Because the white paint's under there, it's kind of clumped it a bit, which is okay, because this is all just what happens if. Oh, the gold was particularly solid, and I just literally blew it off. That's funny. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. I like that I've got this. Is just growing out beautifully. So if you like these kind of effects, you could do something where you're doing a huge negative space and just very gentle little drips and let it come out and do the little dendrites and fractals and things. Interesting, interesting. Let's grab a canvas. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Ba 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 bum. Where are we? What canvas shall I use? I might just do a mini one actually. Where are my minis? I think I've got them over here. I know I have them somewhere. Where did I put them? There we are. They're in front of my face. Alright. Let's just do a mini. We'll just do a little test. I need to get this open. Okay. So canvas with Floetrol. Let's try that. Oh, I have another thing I'm going to be showing you guys soon too. I'm going to be ripping canvases off their frames and turning them into other things. I'm actually really excited about it. So that's another thing that'll be happening soon, which is really cool. So stuff and things. Da 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 da. So Floetrol with the ink, what is that going to do? And again, you can use the ink on top of regular paint if you're doing something where you could do it with a flip cup if you wanted to, but it is easier with a swipe because the swipe will allow the ink to interact with the paint, and I might do that in a second too, just for an idea of that. So it's just absolutely playtime. What are we doing? Stuff and things, and what happens with it. How long does it take to dry? Well, it's going to depend on which surface it's on. So generally, inks are 72 hours to be dry and ready to do something else with if you've got them on the Yupo paper. So if you're using this kind of thing, 72 hours, and once you've done that, I spray them with my normal spray gloss so that they're protected, because I like to protect everything that I do. On the ceramic, I would say probably similar. On the canvas, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, we get a similar result on the canvas, don't we? It's pushing everything away. The Floetrol. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. So, a little bit in there. Let's give it a spin. What are you going to do with the spinning? Probably not a lot. It is spreading. It is moving outward. Not a great deal though. The canvas did absorb some of it before I put things down, which we did expect. I feel like that's flowers or like a thumbprint. I feel like it's a bit of a thumbprint. Maybe because I've got a new phone and the technology to do that. So, interesting. And I feel like I could just draw in a little like leaves and stuff and make that really pretty. I think that would be really nice. I think that works. I like that. However, I'm not going to leave it like that because I'm experimenting today. I'm going to put down a little bit of paint, put the ink on top and swipe it. Now let's see what that does. I will use Warm Yellow because that's one of my favourites. I love this colour. Actually, we'll need a couple of colours. We'll do that and yellow. And I have not checked my paint still. I played with them last week and I didn't check them, and some of them were very, very thick. We ended up with quite a bit of paint on the canvas I was playing with. All right, let's put a little bit of ink here. See it spreading out quite nicely. When I go to swipe, that will do something different again. So, very much play and experiment today. Look at all the dendrils. Very cool. And the fractals going on and the dendrites, and it's all happening. Okay, let's swipe that. I've just got my pop stick that I use to do the white paint mix. A little bit of motion, and I'll bring it back again. Oh, yay! I like that. Oh, I like the interactions. I like what's going on. I've got cells popping up. This is cool. This is cool. I like this. This one's my favorite. This is definitely my favorite. I put a little bit of colour from the pop stick around the edge down here and around that edge. So cool. That's awesome. That's really happy. I like that. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of heat because I want those cells that have happened there to pop up a little bit more, because you guys know me and cells. I'm a bit dramatic. Here's my heat gun. Nice. Oh, look at that. How pretty. How pretty, how pretty. So, oh, I have to bring that over to you a bit closer so you can see a bit better. Where are we? Where are we? Is that better? I'll fly you over the top in a second. So what's happened there, the paints, because I've got them pre-mixed with my dimethicone and the Floetrol, I'm already got cell activity that's going to happen, and I know it will happen because of the way I've got my mixes happening there. But because I've added on the blue, we've got the green come in. So the paint wasn't green. The green is definitely the ink interacting with the paint and doing stuff there. So if you've ever wondered, which I didn't until like an hour and a half ago, what would happen if you spun ink? I hope that's given you some answers. Maybe some things. I don't know. Oh, goodness. So, just how to play, thoughts, stuff and things. Let's bring you guys over, do a quick fly. Only doing just a quick little live today so that you've just got... Oh, it's upside down now. I feel like it's double planets, or a planet with the moon and the sun and the sky. I don't know. Okay, it's quite groovy. I really, really like the cells, and I like the dendrites and the fractals. I think it's cool. So back over here, there's the cup, which I'm now looking at and going, it's a bit sad. Look, it was worth an attempt. It was worth the try. It hasn't really come up with anything that I love, and I now know that. it's still kind of cool. As I say, you can use it as a pot plant holder or something, you know, it is fine. There's the paper, and I do like what's happened there. Once that dries, I am definitely going to be putting a spray gloss on it, which will bring it and make it pop like this. So we'll do that. This was just a Floetrol, I think, from memory, if I remember what we were doing. And I do like how it's spread out a little bit here and there. We do have a little bit of interaction. I like the little puddles in the centre. It's rather cute. And then this is the one that was the paint and Floetrol. And it looks like little clusters in the blue. It's made a very different effect. And we've still got a lovely little, it looks like a little tree. And another one in the pink. And another one over here. And another one over there. So we've got little dendrites and fractals happening. So there you go. Just a bit of a play. What the heck? Why not? And that's all. Yay! I'll be back with more live soon enough. I'm still sorting out other things in the studio, but we'll have stuff and things. It's all coming. Take care, guys. I'll chat to you later. How do I stop this one? Stop.